The professor and Bishop Omori are further discussing religion and finally finishing their historical chess match. Professor, this is obscene. Can you really honestly say that the 4 or 5 billion people who don't believe, who aren't
Hebraic Messianic
in this world are wrong and sinners? I am saying that there are sinners in the eyes of the Almighty
Yahweh,
who utterly forbids the worship of other gods and goddesses, and rightly so. The New Age movement in this country and the world, the ecumenical movement of the Catholics, with interfaith dialogue, essentially fusing all religions as one, the United Religions Initiative, i.e. the religious UN organization, the World Parliament of Religions, are all perverse, distorted attempts at uniting all the world's religious traditions as one. Obscene, and basically from a scholastic point of view, a rational impossibility. Polytheistic and monotheistic traditions were never meant to be integrated as one. They are polar opposites, oil and water. This whole belief system is spread like wildfire, due to the Pandora's Box generation of the 50s and 60s, preaching the extreme liberal agenda of religious unification and exploration, as well as use of psychedelic drugs and open marriages and orgies and all manners of perversity. America has become a thoroughly occult culture. Our holidays, days of the week, Sunday, Moon Day, Thor's Day, Saturn Day, our very solar system is named after the gods and goddesses of Greek and Roman mythology: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Jupiter. Constellations, the signs of the zodiac, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, etc., are all tied into a system of astrology that manifests itself in the form of daily horoscopes as well as in other ways. Of course, peace, love, and happiness, yet it is not our responsibility to create heaven on earth in this overall sense. That will take place with
the Messiah, Yahshua,
return and destruction of all the forces of evil once and for all. Political and religious world peace may be the very platform by which
the anti-Messiah
is able to deceive the entire globe into thinking he is
Yahshua,
himself. A very liberal suggestion that
Yahweh, our Elohim,
is Brahman, is the supreme being, is Allah, is the universal mind, basically stating that all concepts or beliefs in some divine creator of the universe, or all beliefs in the same
Yahweh, our Elohim,
no matter how diverse the religious traditions are that offer these beliefs, is obscene.
The Elohim,
The Bible is not
the Elohim,
the Hindus or the Buddhists, the Mayans, or any other traditions than those people who believe in the Bible as the word of
Yahweh, our Elohim,
found in the Bible and in the heavens. The Buddha, which means light bearer, bears resemblance to Lucifer, which means the same. One must be very careful about what or whom they are believing in. Professor, so you're honestly saying that whoever believes that all religions are essentially one and the same, but having different cultural appearances are wrong? Yes. This is inconceivable. How can anyone tell anyone else that what they believe deep down inside, beliefs that are the very foundation of their entire existence, are wrong? I am just pointing out the obvious. There's terrible misunderstanding that's going on for way too long. It's time to nip this in the bud. End it before it's too late. The New Age belief system is swept up thoroughly in the occult and supernatural, the very realm of Satan, i.e. the prince of this world, ruler over the kingdom of earth and hell. Let's just wait and see the rise of a false Messiah that will deceive the entire globe into believing that he is
the Messiah,
where he will proclaim that he is the Messiah of all religious traditions, enthroning himself in
Yahweh,
sanctuary in Jerusalem. Some believe in a post-World War III scenario in the Middle East. He will have supernatural powers, even the ability to overcome a fatal wound. He will deceive those willing to be deceived, those thoroughly swept up in the Golden Age, Age of Horus, Age of Aquarius, the Luciferian, New Age, New World Order, occult perspective of history, who are seeking the kingdom of Shambhala, the kingdom of Avalon, the New Atlantis. those looking for a Messiah, that is Messiah of all religious traditions in one person, or with the ability to appear to anyone, wherever they may need to see the Messiah, in order to believe completely. Some will believe completely, some will believe only partially, but will eventually believe, and some will never believe, because they know that he is
the anti-Messiah,
the false Messiah, prophesied to rule the world temporarily before
the Messiah, Yahshua,
returns, and lead all those astray who are already well on their way, a way of weeding out the true believers. Those who believe thoroughly in the Bible as the Word of God,
Yahweh our Elohim,
and believe thoroughly with their entire beings the prophecies, revelations, and the rest of the Bible, prophecies from
Yahshua
himself. It is written, "Blessed are those who have ever read or heard the words of Revelation spoken." A deeply symbolic book meant to be deciphered according to specific historical events as they arise, correlating to images and events referred to or illustrated in each chapter. Professor. Interesting, but I do not believe in the
Hebraic Messianic,
faith, and if I did, I couldn't turn my back on the various philosophical and religious traditions globally, for they all have something to share. The serpent in the garden offered Eve the knowledge of good and evil, if only she took the first bite of the apple. Thanks, but no thanks to your ironic absurdities. He leaves off.